Sit back, relax as we present to you Purple Pet Beds and campaign strategy with Natalie, Jess, Renee, and Brooke. To begin our campaign, we will highlight our strategy. And any strategy begins with a why. Why are we in the pet business? By clarifying on our why, we are able to show that what moves us here at Purple. It shows what kind of company we are and what we believe in. And what we believe is our pets are princesses and princes, and they deserve people level comfort. Next, we talk about how we will achieve our why. We do this by providing a scientifically tested quality and comfortable bed for our furry friends. And what do? We make Purple Beds, the first pet bed that doesn't stink. We want to highlight the business objective that is forming this campaign. This goal will be our metric in measuring the success or effectiveness of this marketing campaign. This goal will be our compass going forward, knowing which resources we should be allocated to achieve this objective. It's advantageous to make sure our goals are specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and timely. This is what we've done with our campaign, and our business objective reflects this. We engage in a social media engagement blast that would garner followers and leads in an average of 500 people a month. In addition, by creating new profiles on LinkedIn and Snapchat populating with content, we will find users there for the taking. We feel very comfortable that in 6 months' time, we will have reached our goal of 20% increase in online sales. We have created customer personas to represent people who are our customers, the pet owners that use Purple Beds. We need to focus our efforts on advertising that is relevant to our personas. These represent real people, and we need to reach them. Here's persona number 1, Kyle. He's a male, age 35. He's married, a father of 2 kids, and he lives in Southern California in the Inland Valley. He's a high school teacher. He's got his master's degree. He's very educated. His income is between $90,000 and $120,000 a year. Kyle coaches his kids' sports teams. He posts family and dog pictures on Facebook and volunteers at the local animal shelter. And he loves the beach. Kyle loves the outdoors and hiking and walking his 2 dogs, Buster and Buddy. He treats his dogs like they're kings. His friends make fun of him for how overboard he sometimes goes. And now we go to persona number 2. This is Lily. She's a female, age 28. She's a single mom with 1 child and a Pomeranian dog. She lives in Mountain West, Utah, self-employed and a business owner and an accountant. She's got her bachelor's degree. She's very educated. Her income is $100,000 to $150,000 a year, and she volunteers at the local homeless shelter for family service. She loves holistic health, and she has political views. She's a Republican. She loves to sew, quilt, the outdoors, and she posts pictures of her child and her dog on social media platforms such as Facebook, Instagram, and she loves Instagram stories.
Next, we'd like to discuss our value proposition and why it is so important. A good value proposition will showcase our product in a clear and concise way that engages our viewers. It shows how we are different than our competition. Purple Pet Beds is a solution to the problem of old, ratty, and stinky pet beds. Our value proposition is Purple Pet Beds offer scientifically designed comfort for your furry friend. This value proposition is the message we need to convey throughout our campaign. This is the message that resonates with our personas. A typical pet bed is not designed by scientists. Typical pet beds last a few months. Typical pet beds aren't hypoallergenic. But Purple Pet Beds changes all of that. With Purple Pet Beds, you can do more than the old standby solutions. Purple Pet Beds is a game changer. The engagement strategy merges utility and entertainment for great options of content. We'll be using these strategies for our ad campaign. Utility and entertainment number 1. This features adorable and funny videos showing how much our pets of every kind love our Purple Pet Beds. Those animal shots will merge into a highlight of features of Purple Pet Beds. Purple Pet Bed features top quality materials such as antimicrobial, moisture resistant, odor neutralizing. The polymer grid system made Purple Pet Bed #1. Utility and storytelling #2. The social media platforms will feature the adorable pets loving their comfy beds with step-by-step storytelling style, with content featuring the amazing pets in a search for the best bed in the land. Pets will rest easy because our bed has been engineered to adapt to your pet's body for deep pressure relief and support. An old arthritic dog finally lays down on the bed and quickly goes to sleep. Our big idea is to become America's top pet bed by combining science, comfort, and top quality beds for our furry friends. With this big idea, we can develop a clear focus for our campaign that will overall connect with the target audience better. This is the hook and the strategy for this marketing campaign. This big idea will resonate with our personas and inspire them to action. Big ideas not only sell products, but change the way that people think. It will make our audience wonder and question our product. Key messages. This is the core info we want to convey to our personas. It's the personas that drive every decision in this campaign. We need these key messages in the forefront, strategically placed in our social media channels for the most effective exposure. Key messages. This is the core info we want to convey to our personas. It's the personas that drive every decision in this campaign. We need these key messages in the forefront, strategically placed in our social media channels for the most effective exposure. It's important to have everyone on the same page about what is specifically trying to be accomplished. So let's look at what KPIs we'll be measuring here and with this ad campaign so we can all be focused on the same metrics. For Kyle, our ad campaign will focus on videos featuring all kinds of pets, every shape and size enjoying pet beds. Hybrid utility ad, which highlights bed layers and features. We will run this ad campaign on all the channels that Kyle uses, so Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. We'll use static and video ads. With metrics, we'll be able to measure the success of this ad campaign by how we fare with likes, subscribes, comments, and shares on the various platforms. With Lily, our ad will focus on a video highlighting our working dogs and how they deserve the best scientific, comfortable pet bed after a hard day's work. We'll run this ad campaign on all the channels that Lily uses, which are Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. We'll use static and video ads. With metrics, we'll be able to measure the success of this ad campaign by how we fare with likes, subscribes, comments, and shares on the various platforms.
We think Kyle's customer journey is going to go something like this. It's important to note this journey because we need to be aware of the actions our personas make as they interact with our content. So we will evaluate touch points, key events, motivations, and areas of friction a user might experience on their journey. Evaluating these actions will help us fine-tune our efforts. So if we look at Kyle's customer journey, we see that Kyle is always looking for the latest and greatest gadgets for his dogs. He sees an ad on Instagram for Purple Pet Beds, and he notices that it has crazy good reviews. Kyle does some research and reads reviews. The reviews convince him that this is the best way to indulge the dogs that he loves so much. Kyle quickly decides that this is a good purchase. He figures if it doesn't work out the way he's hoping, he can return it because Purple has a 100-day money-back guarantee. Kyle immediately gets an email from Purple asking him to rate his shopping experience. He gets other emails giving him tips on how to wash and launder the bed. So now we go to Lily's customer journey, and hers looks a little different. Lily wonders about how to take care of her ailing dog who has arthritis. She comes across Purple Pet Beds while visiting a friend and asks him about it. After doing some research, Lily is impressed with the features that Purple Pet Bed offers. She thinks about how this could be helpful to her dog who suffers from arthritis. Lily decides to pull the trigger fairly quickly. She is anxious to provide the dog some relief because she knows how bad he is hurting every day. Lily receives emails showing her more benefits of the bed and how to wash the bed frame. She takes time to answer a survey included with the email, but then she unsubscribes to the email and doesn't think about it too much after that. So now we come to the mock-ups for the ads for the campaign, and these are Kyle's ads. The mock-ups are what we intend to produce for the campaign. So this ad is a utility content strategy ad because the features of our bed are what set us apart from our competitors. So this ad talks about the best features of the Purple Pet Beds through the reviews of happy customers, because Kyle always reads reviews before he buys anything, and the reviews are what sway him to buy a Purple Pet Bed for his dogs. So our Facebook ad says, sometimes you speak for yourself and other times you let people do all the talking. Our customers love their Purple Pet Beds and let us know it in such beautiful ways. Read our reviews to find out how our pet beds have made for some happy pets and that make for some happy people. Our next ad for Kyle is this adorable cat lounging in the most immaculate vibes you can buy. The ad says, when only the most antimicrobial, comfortable, moisture-resistant, adaptive, odor-neutralizing, easy-to-clean pet bed will do for your most beloved. So you'll notice that this ad has all the key message that we've talked about throughout the campaign. There is a clear call to action that reflects all the things that are important to Kyle, because remember, Kyle wants the latest and greatest for his pets. This ad speaks to all the pet owners who love them and want the very best for them. This says, give your pet the rest he deserves and he'll be a good boy all the day long. And we know that feeling very well. And last, we have the worker dog. We want this ad to resonate with all the owners who have hardworking dogs and deserve the best rest after a hard day's work. So our ad says, by day, he's a highly skilled world-class police dog in the K9 unit, bringing justice to towns all across America. By night, he's just a good boy who wants to rest his weary bones on the only pet bed that is engineered for comfort. Purple Pet Beds will do justice for our boy Max and give him the rest he deserves after a hard day's work.
This is a snapshot of our content calendar for April. Here we have a schedule of Instagram for both Kyle and Lily. This calendar details the date the campaign will begin. It details the specific content that will be rolled out. This calendar talks about CDA and shows the date assets are due. This calendar is setting up a month's worth of content in the bank. There's no scrambling, there's no guesswork. Our campaign is ready to go with gusto. With this 6 months campaign, we can see the value of our ad efforts in reaching our business objective goals. We were able to meet our 20% goal in online sales that surpassed those expectations. You'll be able to see here that we are talking about an extraordinary ROI of 1,231%. What an incredible investment this digital marketing campaign is for Purple Pet Beds. I hope you can see that this is a no-brainer that will ensure success going forward. As you can see here, our KPI analysis of social media metrics has been hugely successful, and we have met every goal with increase in followers across all platforms. On behalf of Jess, Brooke, Natalie, and Rene, we say thank you for allowing us to present our strategic marketing plan for Purple Pet Beds.